Raise your drinks up casually. Raise your drinks up. Raise your drinks up casually. It's the Black Bourbon family.
Hey everyone, I'm Jason.
And I'm Brandy.
And we're the Black Bourbon family. Okay, y'all, we told you, we promised that we would come out with part 2 of bourbons you need to buy, hunt, whatever you want to call it, right now. So we have 5 bourbon brands that we're going to tell you about, and based on, and you'll see some of these bottles, based on what we've tasted, we think you would be more than happy to purchase these. So let me just get right to it. The first one, I'm gonna make a little room. We have 3 bottles, all the same brand. We got that one. Whoopsie. We got this one. And we have this.
These went crazy. Nulu crazy.
Nulu. So Nulu has just hit the Chicago market, and as you can see, we've tried it. Even though this is a full bottle, I actually tried this in the store, so I know it's good as well. Nulu is by the Prohibition Craft Distillery. They are based out of Kentucky. They sell a lot of other things. Well, they sell tequila as another spirit, but we're talking about bourbon. Right here we have the regular bourbon, small batch. Here, of what we have left, we have the toasted barrel Nulu. Somebody has really enjoyed it. We both enjoyed it. I'm not gonna say somebody.
Thank you.
And just
for once.
And newly purchased is the Nulu Honey Barrel. Oh my God, y'all. These they vary in prices. I think it's just depending. I think the bourbon was about $50. Toasted was a little bit more, and the honey was a little bit more. But nothing like
those were good prices.
I think the toasted was like $75 and the honey was maybe $95.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. I get so excited about talking about it that I forget all the stuff that may be important. But this stuff is, Brandy, you just tell them. Tell them about what you enjoy about the toasted.
The toasted, I mean, it's good.
It is.
It's got like buttery taste to it. It's got a thick richness to it. A lot of caramel. It also, because it's toasted, it kind of reminds you of like some, peanuts or something like that. I don't know if peanuts is the right nut, but that I'm thinking of, but very, very good.
It's good.
Obviously, and I don't even think we've had this for
maybe 3 weeks at most.
Yeah, so.
And we've been drinking other things too, but this one, when we first started smelling, and we got some other things to tell you about, we're gonna get to those. But when we first started smelling this, I was like, oh my God, Brandy, what is this? And she smelled it, and Brandy, it was like, oh yeah, let me see how it tastes.
Forget the smell. How does it taste?
Right. So okay, y'all. Nulu. So you may be saying, we heard about Nulu, but this is our first time trying it, so we are excited. And just last thing, I bought this one off of a website called Shared Pour. So Whiskey Consensus on Instagram had a a story, and they were saying, hey, you can buy this Nulu honey off of sharedpour.com, I immediately went on it because we had already enjoyed this, and I know this was good as well, so I went on there. But Nulu, and they have some other finishes too, but I know we got some other stuff to talk about. So Nulu.
Nulu special.
Nulu is good.
All right, so I mean, this really should be like the empty bottle special. The top empty bottles that you have on your shelf right now.
It really should. That's how y'all know it's good.
Right. We have Heaven's Door, which is a Bob Dylan's bourbon collection, distilled by MGP. And the MSRP is around $50. And the proof of this one is 117.33. But this is the cask strength straight bourbon whiskey.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
It's got a little of like a cherry cola taste, peppery. Very good. I mean, like I said, this one's, it's almost like we're just holding
We
on.
saved this bottle for this review.
Right. We're like holding on to the little corner that we have left.
Right.
But very good stuff.
Yeah. And I forgot to mention about these. These are MGP. I may have said the Nulu is MGP. And then they experiment with different barrels. But I'm sorry. I was just so excited.
He was very excited, but that's okay.
All right. I'm sorry.
It's good stuff.
All right. So another hitter. Now you may look at this and say, well, wait. It's not even open. This is the second bottle. Cooper's Craft. I know we're late. We actually are not late. We purchased a bottle of this in November around Thanksgiving in Indianapolis. I left the bottle there not knowing I couldn't get it in Chicago. So we went back to Indianapolis. I bought 2 bottles. One is gone. And this is the second one.
Actually, before we even left, you tried to get another bottle and they were sold out.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, and then we had to go back whenever we went back. I can't remember, but yeah, that's when they got the 2 bottles.
Exactly. I forgot all about that. Yep, exactly. So, Cooper's Craft is a Brown-Forman product. Comes in around $30. 100 proof. Great notes of like leather, caramel, spiciness. I mean, this is a great, I'm not going to just call it a great $30 bottle. This is a great bottle. I think that any and everyone would enjoy, at least should try it.
$30 is not bad.
$30, not bad at all. This is 100 proof. They also have an 80, it's either 83 or 86 proof bourbon as well. I enjoyed this one. We enjoy this one. Cooper's Craft. Not gonna be long-winded on this one.
I don't know what your definition of long-winded is.
I'm sorry. That wasn't long-winded. I can keep talking about Nulu.
Oh gosh! So and the next we have is Cooper Cask, and he's got the straight rye whiskey here.
Copper and Cask.
Oh, I'm sorry, Copper and Cask.
I know. I was saying Cooper's right here.
Oh boy, yeah, that's where I was. Oh goodness.
I know.
Anyways, Copper and Cask, straight rye whiskey, 6 years. So what's the proof on this one?
This is 118 proof.
Okay.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Very good. This rye, I brought this rye home, and Brandy tasted, and she was just like, "What is this?" I never tell her what it is, and she hates that. She's like, "What is it? Just tell me." And I don't tell her. I let her taste it first, and she was like, "What is this? What is this? This rye, it's an MGP rye, single barrel. I mean."
And it's not, because ryes are usually really spicy. It's not an overly spicy rye. It's just that perfect, combination of good caramel, the pepper, and the rich, you know me, richness, thickness
Yeah.
of a bourbon. But it's rye. But I had to catch myself. But it's a rye brandy. But it's good. It is really, really good. It's another one that is this our second bottle or is this still our first? We still
This is
hold
our
on
first
to.
one, but we have a couple of extras because it's only 50. Not only, but it's $50. So I was like, and when I
He
was
must be hiding that in his secret
Oh my
location because
gosh.
I don't recall.
Okay, so anyway, it's $50. MGP 5 or 6 years, 6 years, 6 years. 95.5 mash bill. It's good. 118 proof.
So if you see it, you definitely should pick it up. I highly recommend.
Because we talked about Copper and Cask, Brano, right? Copper and Cask bourbon in our last one. We hadn't tried the rye.
Either way, whichever one you can find, you can't go wrong.
Yes. All right, last but not least, this is one that we've talked about it before. No, I don't know if we've talked about it before. We've had it in our 1 year anniversary special where we gave it as a blind to the participants, Whiskey Mountains, Bourbon Judge, and Mash and Drum. But we had never did a review of it. Starlight. Huber Farms, this right here, they have a lot of different versions of their bourbon. They have a lot of different finishes, but their bourbon is so good. It's younger, but it doesn't taste super young. Like some that's young, you can kind of tell it's young. It has that real fruitiness. It doesn't even smell like bourbon in a way, right? This one right here is only 4.5 years old, 119 proof. This is a store pick. Just good bourbon. Starlight Distillery. Price range varies. I think this bottle was maybe like $45 to $50. So not super expensive, but they have some good bourbon and I really think you would enjoy it. All right, well, we told you all we would give you part 2, and that's what we got. Part 2 of bourbons you need to hunt for. And honestly, Brandy, I think we can make this just an overall series. We can get a part 3 going.
Oh.
Because we got some other stuff that, yeah, it's good. It's good. Well, we thank you for joining us today. We hope that you all can find these. I think some of them may be a little bit more not as available, not because they're highly allocated. They just may not be in your area quite yet. But if you see any of these, pick them up.
We almost had a really good, hype thing going on. I'm
You're
sorry.
right.
I just had to. I was like, oh,
What's she talking about?
sorry, y'all.
Well, thank you for joining. Forgot to mention, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and follow us on Instagram. We will talk to you next time.
Cheers.